Hey everybody, it's me, your girl Vitamin Key yet again. Back for another Woman Chat Wednesday. It's a special Birth Your Bag edition. I'm really excited about this one. We'll get started with that in a few minutes, but for now, I'm just going to give it a little bit of time for everybody to come in. So, if this is your first time here, my name is Kiana Footman, but I'm known in these YouTube streets as Vitamin Key. I am the founder of Level Up Single Mom. It's where I teach single mothers and or Black women. I'm noticing it's a lot of childless Black women that come here how to build savvy mindset from their life lessons, use it to manifest abundance, and do it all with style and grace. So we do a weekly chat called Woman Chat Wednesday, where we'll talk about any one of the three pillars of Level Up Single Mom, which is birth your bag. That's about finances, refine your shine. That's about personal style and becoming your own icon. And build your boundaries, which is about relationships and self-esteem and everything like that. So today's topic is a birth your bag edition. Every now and then I have a special guest come on. Today's special guest is like really important to me, and I might cry at some point during the show. I'm just saying I might not, but I just want to get you prepared because I'm emotional like that. But yeah, first off, just kind of want to catch up with you guys. It is what was going on this? Oh, a lot's going on this week. I don't think I want to talk about PNB Rock. I really didn't. I wasn't very familiar with his music, but I will say I know he's from Philly too. And either way, even if he wasn't, it's really sad that he's gone now. My condolences to his family, his children, his girlfriend. I would like to make a note, though. I think it's really shitty that people are making this about his girlfriend and just making a really difficult time for her even more unbearable with bullshit. Like, I just really don't think that is that's the way we should go about it, but that is the way of the world. What else is going on this week? It's not really too much going on this week. The weather's getting a little bit hotter. As you can see, it's showing a little more skin. I'm looking forward to sweater weather, so I can pull out those hoodies. Links in the bio, by the way. Is the hoodie link in the bio? I don't know. But I'm going to go on ahead and play the intro, and then we will get started. Hey guys, hi QB, how you doing? Welcome, Antipodes, welcome. Glad to see you guys here. So, like I was saying, this is a Birth Your Bag edition of Woman Chat Wednesday. We have a very special guest. This young, beautiful, voluptuous woman she's my cousin. She is my cousin, and that's all we need to know about that. We might talk more about that a little later because that's a funny story. But she is the most effective money manifestor that I know. I met her in 2016, and she has been like blowing my mind with her ability to generate income at will in whatever way she chooses. Just over and over again. All the things that I learned about business. I speak so much on this platform about not knowing how to do certain things, like having it in your mind that you want to do stuff, but not having a reference for it. And she came into my life and she let me see that the things that I believed I wanted to do or knew that I wanted to do were actually possible for me in this lifetime. She is a sole parent of a special needs child who is a big drive for her, and me and her bond over our babies all the time. She is one of the funniest people and just most vibrant, filled with life people I know. I could go on and on talking about her. I even feel like I'm rambling right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and bring her on. Miss Doctor, pardon me, Celeste Bennerson. Celeste Bennerson. Let me air her in. Hello. You're muted. I can't hear you.
Oh. So it was like the intro had me like almost in tears.
Oh.
It was so sweet. I loved it. How are you? How are you?
I'm doing very well. Hello to everyone coming in. Hi, Mara. Good to see you, Moonstone. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so like I said, you are a very powerful money manifester. And you just have like an incredible story, a very relatable story,
Yeah.
but also a very inspirational story. And I just kind of wanted to go from like beginning to end. So I know like I met you in 2016 when you were doing your first business.
Yeah.
But I want to go back a little bit before that. How did you can tell me like, where you were at, and then when you knew you had to start a business, and then what your business was, and everything kind of go from there.
Ooh, okay. You can see me good. I feel like my angle is like completely weird. We good?
I see you. I can see you, but if you want it to be, you might want to like get something to prop, because I got my thing on top of like a curler box and a book and everything else.
I think that's what it is. Let me prop myself on properly. You know what? I'm gonna do this.
You're getting welcomes.
Hello, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for even having me. Hold on a second. I want to make sure that I'm propped up right. So okay. Also close my closet tab.
Hiya, Free.
Okay. Okay. I'm here. Can you see me better?
Yes.
Okay. My TV. I don't like that background. I don't like that background. Okay. That's better. Okay. Is that light too much? Very much so.
Yeah. You're kind of drowned out. That's why we came on at 5:45.
So what happened?
I said that's why we came on at 5:45.
I know. And it's my new life here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Yes. Look at all that in the back. Yes. The crown.
I was trying not to, but
keep it spicy.
So, all right. So God, where did I even begin? So you want to know the need or how I got there?
I want to know start with the need, like start where you were when you were just like living like all of us normal people. Living like
okay. So actually, before I got into my first business, right? I was a regular college girl, and I went to school for film and business, so on and so forth. And what happened was I ran out of student loans, and I had to decide, like, hey, do I get on a pole and shake my, but I'm West Indian, and my family is like, so I had to say, okay, what am I gonna do? So I've always was told that I had a really nice voice and that I should be a phone sex operator. So I was living in Florida, and I actually started to do a lot of searching, and I, became a phone sex operator. I made a killing. Like my first day, I made a killing. I made $700 my first day. So that was my break off. Like, so that means that I really made more money. The company took more. But remember, I'm getting my master's degree in business. So I'm like, hold the fuck up. If I this,
like not off my back.
You know what I'm saying? So boom, that's how I got introduced to my first business. But then I ended up coming back to New York or whatever. I ended up getting pregnant. Literally a week. I found out a week after I graduated from my master's degree that I was pregnant. And I was like, okay, well, I had my baby, but I needed some money. I started working for the state, New York
Yeah.
State. That was all hell. Like, oh goodness, that was all hell. And me being an entrepreneur, I just kind of knew that I was not able to work for anybody.
Mhm.
I'm not into you telling me what time to get up. I'm not into you telling me what time, when I get to go to the bathroom, when I can eat. I'm not into all of that. It's
Right.
ghetto. Okay, so I won't do it. So anyway, I'm still at the job. I ended up getting fired.
Okay.
But by then I already started my business. I started doing phone sex all over again, but on my own terms. I wasn't working for anybody or anything like that. I was doing it on my own terms. I put it together for whatever reason. Um, you know, I'm very this is where I started to learn that I can manifest very well.
Mhm.
I knew that I could do it in Florida, but I didn't know I could really do it until then, because I would write that I was going to leave my job and I was going to do this full time. I wanted to be with my son. This is what I wanted to do. So that happened. I got fired, and I was like, whatever. It wasn't no big deal to me because I was making what they were paying me in a day on the phone anyway. I was like, whatever. My son was already on my mom's medical insurance. And so I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
So that's how I actually began. And then not knowing that I was actually advertising erotic communication, I didn't know I was advertising. Wasn't into marketing and stuff like that just yet. I was in my 20s. I think I was like maybe 25, 26. I don't know. Anyway, long story short, it was already a long story. Long story short, I started the business and I ended up bumping into you, meeting you. That's how me and you met inside of our family's group. And we didn't know that we were cousins. And, and then we ended up, connecting. And, it was there. We came up with the Ho You. So,
That's whole university.
Ho University, we came up with that. And it took off from there. Like, when I tell you, I said, you remember, I kept writing and I said, I'm going to be a household name. Y'all gonna see me on TV. Y'all going to hear me. You're gonna hear me or whatever. Because even though this is like a niche thing, like, it's making people money. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I did a course, it made people money. People still do it to this day. I still get hit up to this day. And boom, a few years later, I'm all over these podcasts all across the country.
Everywhere. You on
Everywhere.
Vice. You were on Vice channel.
I
They
was
did an
invited
interview with you. You did
to
what's the name of the
Horrible Decisions.
Horrible Decisions podcast, and then the other one.
Um, oh my God. I just seen them too. Gosh, I forgot their.
I
I
can
did
see their faces, but I can't. We'll think of it later. But I'm just like, you really were taking off. It was just, and Facebook was crazy. That was when Facebook was popping.
I was in
It
like
was
room
crazy.
21.
Your
Yeah.
lives on Facebook were crazy.
Crazy.
She
Yeah.
would go on to advertise the course. She would go online live doing the phone sex and letting people hear and letting people see like how much money she was making doing the phone sex.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like, so you would set people up with packages. You would show them how to do the different things. You would show them how to the different niches. You would show them techniques on how to like simulate sex and things like that.
We
And
call it Foley art,
yeah, yeah, because you had that background
That
in
film background.
production,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
so it really was
I used
like
to work for Family Feud, so
yeah, like, but it was fun. It
yes.
was fun, and I loved seeing, because I was more so like on the back end with administrative stuff and
Yeah.
paperwork and branding
You're
and
right.
logos and this and that. But I was seeing like the people coming in, and I'm trying to find the slideshow, like with people coming in and like paying off their student loans and
Yeah.
people
Getting their bodies done, buying new
getting
cars,
their
moving
bodies
out.
done, buying properties. Like it was crazy the way you were changing lives, and all just from you like saying, "Look, I don't have to put up with this rat race. I don't have to let other people dictate to me how much I'm worth. I don't have to live my life in the margins of the page. You know, I can put me and my son at the center."
Yeah. Yeah. And I love that. People thought I was, let me tell you something. People thought I was insane when I told them that I was creating a business like this. And sorry to shut down. So people thought I was insane when I started a business like this. I was like, no one's going to, you're not gonna make any money. No one's gonna buy that. People want to see Cam. And I was like, not the old money. And I only want the old money. And old money paid bills. Let me tell you something.
The money people were getting, and still to this day, because like you got a toe in. You may not be all the way, but you still got a toe in. And
Yeah.
I be seeing them. I still see them in the group. You know,
Yes.
right.
Yes, yes. So now I made so much money. I you was there when I realized my success, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, this wasn't something that I was supposed to do forever.
No.
Right, this is something that I'm supposed to do to help me at this point in time, or a skill that I learned how to talk to people. And let me tell you something. If I can talk to these men on the phone, I can talk to anybody. I've always said that about myself. I can talk to anybody. This I've heard it all. Trust me. Okay. So without showing my body,
Yeah.
it's very clear that when you did the erotic communication work, you played someone else. You didn't play yourself. So nobody even knew who I was. But anyway, I ended up buying property, but property in Indiana. Then I ended up buying property in North Carolina, so on and so forth. And I'm 12 properties in.
Yes.
So I ended up getting my doctorates in sex therapy. So that was always very good with that. But I got my doctorates. But truth be told, I hate working for people. So it would never. I
Every
think
time I you just like, yeah, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm on to this now.
I'm not doing it. I hate working for people. I can't see myself. I think I got it more so to see if I can get it. I've
Yeah.
already got my master's degree. I had my master's degree by the time before I was 25, right? So I just got it to see if I can get it, and I got it. I love, the sex between, man and not actual physical sex, but I'm
Yeah.
saying the sex language. I like the embodiment of man and woman and the balance. I enjoy those topics, right? So that was nothing for me. But I ended up, I like real estate. I like investing more. And so now I am a, real estate investor. I'm a crypto investor. I am an NFT investor. I am a freaking investor.
You are. You
So,
definitely are. So since we got onto the real estate, because that was like your next step, that was your step out of erotic communication,
yeah.
then you went into the real estate investing. So
Mm-hmm.
like just give us a little bit more of the meat and potatoes of like what that was like getting into that, and
Oh.
how you like manifested like, okay, I'm erotic communicator, but I'm also a real estate investor now. How you made that transition.
Oh my goodness. That was it wasn't an easy transition because I because people knew who I was, or
Yeah.
or where I came from. You could get people that's kind of like, what she could do. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But not knowing, like, I already had I already had degrees, but degrees don't make you smart. It just means that you're smart in that one particular subject. Let's be honest.
Right. Right.
I'm just smart just in general. Just let's let's let that be known. But my thing is, the transition. I got with a group of people
Mm-hmm.
and Black women, and we all went together to purchase our first home. I bought a tax lien home, I bought a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in Indiana for $500. So I had this house. I was super excited. I think at this time I was only 28, right? So I was excited. I bought my house. I'm like, ah! Because real estate was something that I always wanted
Yeah.
to do. I wanted to do it since I was like a teenager, right? So always wanted to do. I got the house, and then I wholesaled it. I literally took that house. We sold it for 80,000. Boom, a house that I bought for $500. Let me add in the lawyer fees. Let me
Yeah.
add in the flights. You know what I'm saying? But it was still 100%, return on investment.
Yeah.
So that's how I got started over there, and then I ended up doing cash buys in North Carolina. So yeah, I'm getting deeper. I haven't actually completely flipped a house yet. I'm not
Okay.
sure if it's something that I really want to do just yet, but I manifested that I in my book, right? I have in total since I was 17 years old, I have maybe 4 to 5 books that I write in every single day. And I write what I want to happen, but I write as if it already has happened. It happened. This happened. It happened. Because I don't, how I manifest, I don't expect it not to happen. I don't expect to fail. I'm not, if I fail, let's just say, I'm just going to take an alternate route. I'm going to get there. It's going to be an alternate route.
Like, there's no way it's not happening.
No, it's not happening. You know,
Gosh, I
that's
hear
it.
that. So then now we get to, so you got into the real estate and you're
Yes.
just like, okay, I'm in this, I'm doing this, this is me.
Hmm.
Then what happened next?
I got into I got into real estate, and then I have a bunch of renters. Obviously, right now, renting is a thing. Um, Everybody has their rights, but you always have some rentals, and you should have some that you sell off, right? But I decided to I sold Whole U. I still own a 15% interest inside of Whole U, so I do get like nice little checks, every month, because you don't want to keep, you got to keep revenue
Yeah.
coming in. So, um, when I sold that, I decided to get into the industry as far as the crypto industry, that type of investment, NFTs, non-refundable tokens. That's what NFT stands for. And it's basically to protect the artist. Like, just say like you decided that you wanted to create a piece of art or whatever of yourself, and you wanted to sell it in the metaverse. It's a way for you to somebody to invest in that, and then anytime they want to use that in the metaverse, they're able to. You can basically rent out the picture of you. Let's just say, like Wingstop
Mhm.
owns wings in the freaking metaverse. So you can't eat a piece of wing in the metaverse without paying Wingstop. Okay, you can't.
Wow.
So I decided to get into that. I learned more about binary options and the FX market, the forex market, aka the foreign exchange market, and I studied that. This might have been the hardest. Forex was actually the hardest investment to learn, a style of investing to learn, that I've ever did. And I love things that are hard because it challenges me to be better. And now I just smash it, you know?
Yeah. And so, and then like, so she got me doing the binary options.
I
And
do.
let me, now, would you, being that now you kind of seeing the binary, do you kind of wish you did the binary first, or you're happy you did the Forex first?
No, I wish I did the binary first.
The binary is crazy
I,
easy.
I really wish I
Ridiculous.
learned binary first, because it's really easy, and it's super fast, and it doesn't take all day, and you'll be waiting for a move forever in forex. And don't get it twisted, I love me some FX. I love FX like nobody's business. It is a toxic relationship, right? But I love forex. I do, anybody that's starting off, I would say like get into binary first, and then move off into FX if that's something that you want to do. But I
Binary is definitely, we're talking about investments, like I said, she started off with investing in herself. And then she moved from investing in herself to investing in real estate. So now she owns 12 properties. And then from there, she got into investing in Forex, and you said NFTs,
Yes.
crypto, and things like that.
Yes.
And so now we're talking about binary options. And I said, like, I'm learning the binary option. And I personally would say, because first of all, you tried to get me into Forex years ago, and I was just like, I just can't. This too much. I gotta work. I don't have time for this, right?
Around that time, I was on some like, yeah, you right, girl. Let me just go.
Like, I don't know what
I know how to make this money.
Where we were learning it too, it was just like, what is this?
Yeah, it was trash. It was 100% trash. You know?
Yeah, but these binaries, if anybody wants to start learning like how to invest in the stock market, I personally am saying try learning binary options. And binary options means like you can do two different types of currency. So you can do US dollar versus euro, or US dollar versus the yen, or whatever it is. Like, those are the binaries in the options. So two different types of currency, and investing in those, that is like such a super simple. I don't like saying easy, because I feel like, sometimes people have learning curves, and then if it gets a little, you told me it was easy. So simple. Most simple of all the different types of stock market investing that I have found, and the expert would agree.
I told you, I said, come, let me show you. Come.
Yeah, she was like, come on, just try.
Just try. Come, trust me. I got you. Come, you know what I'm saying? And it was off from there. You know?
And it'll definitely give you the confidence to want to try other things, because now I'm just like, okay, I feel like I have a nice foundation in the binary options where I'd be ready to try to do Forex again.
Yeah. So, but that's like how I got into like all of it just all kind of like led me to all these different, understandable, my true calling in life.
Yes, I know that's right. So I actually want to open up, since we kind of gave a background of like what your story is. I want to open up for people to ask you questions, if that's okay.
Of course.
People are saying, what did it say? So they said, what did the salary say? Y'all have no, I'm gonna try while y'all asking questions. I'm gonna try to find some of those things.
I got a girl from Germany that just came in.
She did. And when she started?
She started this past Friday.
Erica, so we were talking about my cousin here, Dr. Celeste Bennerson, is a money manifestor supreme. We were talking about her journey from, she was working for New York State, and then she decided to work for herself as an erotic communicator. Most people would know that as phone sex. She made so much money from that she decided she wanted to help other women. So she made a course, and that was around the time that I met her. And I was just like, this course is amazing. You need better marketing, this and that and the other. So then I was like, let me do all this stuff. So I made a logo, and I started doing like slideshows and different administrative stuff for her. And then she was like blowing up. She was on Vice TV. They did it. News. Yep. She was on Horrible Decisions podcast. She did all of that. Then she was like, I'm done with that. I'm getting racks on racks on racks.
The whole phase. I was on the whole phase.
That's what we couldn't think of. She was on the whole phase. She said, so how much is the she was on, then she was like, I'm kind of ready for the next step in my evolution. So then she got into real estate. She now owns 12 properties. They're in North Carolina, right?
So I have 11 in North Carolina and 1 in Indiana.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you got you. So then she was doing that. Then she was like, okay, I need new ways to get this money in here, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dive into the stock market. And so now she is doing Forex. We're doing binary. She's pulling money out of the air. I'm opening up the floor for anybody that wants to come on and ask a question. You can also ask questions in the what's this here? The comments. People are looking for the course. Do you have the link to the?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You want to put it in? Where I put it in at?
You can put it in. So there's a private chat. I think you should see on the side. It'll say private chat. You can put the link in there, and then I can put it in.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's my silly behind. I know that. I'm gonna put. This is the link to. Where is it? Okay. She said, "Do you have specific manifestation techniques that you?" Oh, she has forever.
Yes. Do I have a specific manifestation? Okay. So as far as that goes, I always write. So I have a journal. So if you guys don't know who this is, there's no free advertisement, but she's on YouTube herself. This lady right here.
Who is it? Abraham?
No, this is Duchess. This is Duchess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so I just keep a journal. Doesn't matter if it doesn't have to have this person on it, but anybody. And I literally had the journal since I was like been journaling since I was 17. But when I write in my journal, I literally describe the actions as if it's already happened. Like I will become a millionaire. I am a millionaire. I already passed this test. Whatever it is, I say it like it already happened. A lot of things that I also do is sometimes I write something like a list of things that I want to make sure it gets done, and I put it on the back of my door. And for the first like 7 to 9 days, I'll read it every single day, and then I'll just continue to move along, and then eventually it manifests, it gets done. You know what I'm saying? Those are things I do. I see a lot of people do the 3-6-9 method. I actually just tried the 3-6-9 method like recently, so I'm gonna see how that works. But for the most part, I'm gonna be honest with you. I noticed with myself that I play some music in the background, some nice, meditation music, and I just write. I write, and I write with conviction. And you always have to remember that you must be thankful, like gratitude, like don't beg. And I used to tell Kiana that all the time. Don't write in this book and beg. Don't do that. You're not begging, you know what I'm saying? Because when you beg, it's lack of something. You have it. You know you have it because you deserve it. And you write that. And then you also thank whomever, whatever source, universe, God, I don't care, whatever. You make sure you thank them for making these things happen for you. You thank them already because it's already happened. And that's just how you have to put in your brain.
Yes. We have another question. It says, what's the difference between binary options trading and FX trading?
I am so glad that you asked that. Binary options trading and FX trading. Okay, so the difference between binary options, right? She didn't say options, it's binary options.
Yeah, binary options.
Binary options trading and FX trading is that they're both, FX stands for foreign exchange market. Binary options is basically the same thing, except it's smaller and it's faster, right? So with Forex, it might take like a whole hour to reach your goal, 2 hours to reach your goal. Where binary, it doesn't. It'll take those same foreign exchange market pairs, and you can make 70 to 80% of your money in literally a minute, 2 minutes, maybe even 5 minutes.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
Yeah, because you take it, like you said, with the Forex, it can take hours or an hour or something of you like watching the chart and figuring it out. Forex, I think, was the most 4 minutes.
Like 5 minutes the most.
5 minutes at the most.
Today I was doing FX and I was doing binary at the same time, right? So as I am plugging in my stuff for my Forex to trade Forex, I turn around. Yes, angels, of course, yes. I did my binary and I already made money in my binary while Forex is like taking its slow ass time.
Right? You can do like $1 million of the binary trade. Yes. Like I'm trying to tell you, the first day she told me, she was like, come in and learn how to do the binary. So I'm like, okay. I go to the little thing. They sit and they taught us how to do the binary. I don't even think it was 5 minutes that they like just technique and everything. With the Forex, I had to keep watching the things. Still didn't know what the heck I was looking at.
Yeah.
It was so super simple, and it was just like, bet.
Like I got a group of 20-year-olds that are becoming rich off a binary option. That's the craziest. That is the craziest shit I've ever seen. But Forex pays like, even though it takes a long time, the money's big.
Yeah.
The money is big, but you also have to, the thing about Forex is like the money's big, but you can also lose big, right? But with binary options, you only lose what you put out there. So if you only put $10 out there, you're either going to make 70% of your $10, or I'm just giving some easy numbers, 70% of your $10, or you're going to just lose $10.
And that's why I say I feel like that's a good gateway way of getting into trading mentality and learning how to trade, because the risk is very low.
Yeah.
The technique is very simple, and it'll give you that confidence and break that barrier of feeling like, oh, trading is so beyond me. It's for Wall Street white men. You know what I mean? Like, it'll just let you know you'll be a trader.
You'll be a trader.
Here, your mindset is going into, I'm a trader. I'm just learning a different type of way of trading. So
yeah.
At least I feel that way.
I like to just get up. I got my phone on my TV, and that's it. My computer. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like day trading for FX or foreign currency. It's definitely foreign currencies. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Any other questions from the lovely ladies in the chat? I don't know if Petty is in the chat, so the possible gentleman in the chat, he was earlier. But yeah, let's see here. Are you still learning about the hotels?
Oh, my next venture?
Yeah.
Yes, I am still learning more about buying a hotel. So I'm going to be taking my time on that one, because I know, like, I'd be surprising myself. Like, I literally be surprising myself. I'm like, I'm going to have a hotel. And the crazy thing is that people think that I'm nuts. People think that I am out of this world. I also told them I'm moving to Germany. I don't know how true that's going to be, but I don't know. We'll see.
I'll see you over there, because for whatever reason, I want to go to London. I just want to, just for, it doesn't even have to be forever and ever, but I just want to be able to say I lived in London for a while.
Yeah. Well, the Queen dead now, so, maybe. What goals do you hope to achieve next? My goals that I want to achieve next, I want a hotel. I don't want the little motel bullshit. Like, I want a upscale hotel, and I'm also going to get me a private plane. I don't care.
First of all, doesn't that come with the hotel? Like, you can't own hotels and not have a private jet.
Well, you got to get the revenue coming in from the hotel real nice, and then you can get your jet. The funny thing is that my father already found me a hotel. Go figure.
Of course he did.
Because he was like, great idea, daughter. And I was like, he already found me one. So, I have to get more stuff. I have an FX.
QB says, I have an FX account, but too busy to study the markets to know really how to invest. Do you have a guidance group or so? Or something, I guess.
So basically something like Signals, yes. So the company, I am a representative of a company, and the company does have signals that they do throw out. I also trade my own stuff, like I'm a real trader. So I also trade my own stuff. So I don't like to throw signals. I like people to come inside of the room with me and just trade with me. But there are a lot of signals that are thrown out there, and those signals are really, really good. So.
Deanne. Hi, Deanne. Says, what exchanges are you using for binary options? Is it still FX?
Like what platform? Like MetaTrader she's talking about?
I'm guessing she means like the actual pairings. So is it still the USD versus the yen and the this and that?
If that's what you're talking, yes, it is still JBY, AUD, USD, like versus those, it's still those pairings. It's just not the MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5 platform.
Yeah, so they use a different type of software to actually input the trades, and the setup of the trades, like the way the trades works, the timing, the amount, the units of measurement for the actual units you're buying and stuff is a
Yeah.
bit different.
For the people who like want to don't have time to trade, we also have a crypto AI, which is my favorite, the crypto AI that actually trades for you, so you are always making money. This year they've already did 4,000% on the $1,000 that some people had in there. So yeah, so it's already like from $1,000 to $4,000 in a year. So you know, if that's something you're looking for, we can definitely help you get there. Help you get to that crypto AI. That is awesome, because eventually I'm just going to probably end up using the crypto AI with all of the goals that I have set for myself.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to just learn how the stuff works.
Yeah,
Just so you know. But if somebody
it's
something or somebody will do it for you, why not?
it's a wonderful skill to learn. If I can say anything to Black people, single mothers, um, non-single moms, freaking students, like, it is such a great skill to learn. It's something that I wish that I would have learned years ago. Well, I probably wouldn't have been a phone sex operator if I would have learned it years ago. I had to go through my time, and I'm grateful for that, because without theoretic communication, I wouldn't have been able to take this business and see it as a full business and then turn around and make it to something else. So yeah.
Deanne says, what platform?
For which one?
For the binary
Uh
options.
Trade Nitro.
Yeah. Trade Nitro. Is it nitrobanks.com?
I think it's Trade Nitro. Hold on, I got it open right now. It's Trade Nitro.
Trade Nitro.
TradeNitro.com. You can only get it on your computer. You can't get it on your phone because it's based out of London.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I mean, I was using it on the computer, but I didn't know it was only on the computer.
Yeah.
Okay. So my practice account, this is just personal rant since we hadn't talked about my practice account. I don't know what happened, and I tried to call was it Hugo's Way? Because I had like double my practice account in Forex.
Yes.
Yeah, but no, I almost tripled it actually. They said they can't do anything about it because it wasn't a paid subscription. Like, because it was just a practice account, it's just going.
Yeah, you could just start it all over.
Yeah, but all of a sudden that made me feel good.
I know.
That made me feel good to see it.
I know. Yeah, you can start it all over. Yeah.
Any other questions while we have my lady here? Deanne says thank you. Deanne's not no slouch either. I'm gonna have to get her on here because she be saying things in her videos, and I'm like, she knows a few people. What else did I want to go up? So what, where can is there anything that, like, you're doing, any projects where people should look out for you, any interviews, any other kind of media, you starting any new shows, what's going on?
I am going to end up starting me a YouTube because you keep pressuring me. So I'm gonna end up starting a YouTube page, and talk about the different things. It's really more so about structuring it properly, because I have so much information in my brain. And that's and then people be like, how did you go from an erotic communicator and sex and stuff like that? People just, people, to knowing about like real estate. And it's like, yo, bro, like when you work for yourself and you sit in a bed, all day, and you don't gotta get out. My hair nappy as hell.
Let me tell you something. This girl will sit there and be like, I want to do this type of business. And the next thing you know, yeah, I already filed the LLC and this is going on. Like paperwork is coming, there's binders. She'll just whip it, like literally just whip it up. But that's how you need to be. Like that's why I say, like, this is serious business. This is the manifesto supreme. There's no hemming and hawing. It's like, I want it, I got it, it's happening.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
A free says, I don't know if this has already been asked, but what type of things do men like to hear? What tips would you give women trying to finesse their boyfriends or husbands out of shopping spree money?
I love it. Okay. So it all depends, like, on the man that you have. Like, your man. So I really can't say like, oh, do this to him. But I don't have a particular boyfriend, but I do have people that I do deal with. And one that I do deal with, I think I like fake some tragic shit that took place there. It really wasn't fake. I just stretched a little bit. And and he gave me money, and that's just what it is. But he gives me money all the time. I just ask for it. Like, I need money for this, I need money for that.
Listen, the girls that get it.
Right. You just gotta know like, if it's your man, your boyfriend, your husband, like, you have to know them and kind of how they're going to react. So, hopefully he's not cheap, and you could just be like, hey, like, I need this.
I think that's a big thing too, like, because there's two different types of things. Like, if you are, for instance, doing the erotic communication situation, you're already in an arena with men that are already coming in to pay, like, they want to pay, and in some cases their kink is paying. Yes. But when you're talking about just dealing with laymen, regular dudes out on the street, like, if you are in a situation with a guy that is cheap and everything like that, your best bet is probably to kind of move on if you're looking for provision, if you're looking for somebody to break you off, because you're going to be expending so much energy trying to change, this pauper into a prince, that you may as well just go. And there are guys where you don't have to do all of that.
Well, you know me, I won't even sleep with you, so it's not gonna happen.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's the thing where I'm not even talking about sex. One thing I generally notice about women, and me, when I say women, I'm talking about me too.
Okay.
Is that when you're dealing with somebody and you see who this person is and you see that they're not in that space, but you feel like, oh, well, if I can contort myself into this, whatever it is, I can get them to be that. And it's like, no, sis, just cut your losses and move on and start with a better, foundation moving forward. Yeah. Back to the money. Back to the money. Erica De Niro says, for someone with no information, what's a great starter kit for binary trading options?
So I do have. You have my link.
What?
For
we just did the whole and you just told me to use the Instagram.
Okay, you know what? That's even better. You can actually hit me on Instagram, and I can show you the kits for someone who's just getting started, just want to know, about binary option, getting yourself started. You can always hit me on my Instagram.
And her Instagram link is in the description.
Yeah, and I can, help you out, help you get started and go from there. It's super simple, super simple. Like, when I tell you 20-year-olds is doing this, it's super simple.
All them little kids, they are so, like, just young and fresh. Just like, oh, yeah, we get money.
Yes, so broken, cheap, and stingy men are the worst. Yes, they are.
They are the worst. What else here? So, what is Erica says? Thank you.
Of course.
What else did I want to do here? So, when you were, how much money do you think, or do you suggest that a person kind of set to the side to get started with their trading? So, like, what's a good amount?
It depends on what you want to trade. How do you want to trade? How much you want to? It depends. So, if you're starting off binary options, you can start with $250, like just
Yeah.
to put into your account and grow it. You can grow it, and then after you grow it, you just start to develop it an income. You can decide how much money you want to make in profit every single day, and you can go from there, right? Um, if you're looking for something like crypto, they say you can start with $5 to $1,000. It depends on what currency you like to trade. I like to trade US 30. So I need a lot more. I need a lot more bucks in there to to play there.
Yeah.
You know.
For those who don't know, because when you're using the different current kinds of currency from the different countries and stuff like that, of course they're not all valued the same. So
Yeah.
if you want to rumble with the big boys, you got to have more to start
More to
than if
start.
you're
Yeah.
using the smaller currencies.
Yeah. So
What else do you? Where would one look for mentorship?
you can hit again. That's hitting me up on my Instagram. I'm definitely willing to mentor any anyone that needs a mentorship to learn binary options, forex, whichever. You know what I'm saying?
AJM. Hi, AJM. She says, do you recommend starting small with initial funding? I think that goes into what you just said, though, depending on um, what you what you're trading and where you're trading it, which
Yeah.
market you're using.
Let
Some you need
let me
more than
tell you
others.
about investing in the stock market or the financial market. Um, people, the average person really kind of don't understand. Remember when I first got, people were like, "Oh, don't do that. It's a scam." And people say things like that they don't understand it, or they just couldn't get it, right? And or maybe they didn't have great mentorship. But when I tell you this pays out millions and billions of dollars across the country all the time, and there's no way when I'm first of all, most 30-year-olds really kind of like they trade forex, but these 20-year-olds, they like, no, we're not sitting here all day. I'm doing my binary options and I'm going to the beach. Bye, and I'm not checking in. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you just really have to get, and I'm saying that because I know some people, you might go to people, you might talk to them, and they're like, oh, that's not real, but it really is. I thought it wasn't.
I think you know why, because there's this mystique, and like I said, the binary. That's why I keep stressing the binary, because I feel like the binary is like that gateway that you need to bridge that gap of understanding, of recognizing that it's not a threat, that it is something unfamiliar, but it's enough familiarity to get you comfortable with taking that next step up. Like in my mind, I would say start with binary, and then from binary go to like forex, and then from forex go to like regular stocks, if you even choose to go past forex.
to go into regular stock. It's just black people, because most of these people, are of us. If we can really understand this market, it can change a lot of our lives. If you're not into erotic communication, you're into, you don't want to do that, you want to do this, it can really change a lot of our lives. I've watched some of my guy friends who trade. They used to be drug dealers, you know what I'm saying, and they stopped, and they got into this, and they threw everything that they used to do away, you know what I'm saying. Even if I used to be a stripper, like I come from the erotic background. I'm like, yo, just take some of this money, because all this stripping and all of this popping that ass, you know what I'm saying, like, it has to amount to something. We got to have something at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Put it there. If you can just take this away and just stop thinking that people are trying to get you, right? Because they're not. Trust me, they're not. You will really see the other side. You know what I'm saying? And then I learned, even in this erotic world, from some of my, guys that paid me because they were lawyers and all this other stuff, and business owners, about the taxes and things like that, from making so much money, and how the rich kind of, you know, don't pay a
Skirt
lot
around it.
around it. When I tell you, I learned so much from these men.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely, and then these are the things we are ingesting. When I say we, I'm talking about like my the people in the chat and stuff like that. We all kind of run in the same circle as far as who we follow and what we listen to and ingest on YouTube and stuff. And it's like we're always talking about how people are keeping information from us, or how, you know, we need to start putting our focus on certain things, because while this other menagerie of bulls smack is going on, you know, we need to be focused. These are the things we need to be focusing on. These are the things we need to familiarize ourselves with and get out of that space of being afraid of being scammed and this and that and the other. A few weeks ago we were looking at a Raisin in the Sun, and you know, the man in the story was willing to hand his whole family legacy fortune over to this friend he had from some harebrained scheme that they probably didn't even really know what was going on with it, and got took because he wanted to be able to sit in the cafes and talk like the white men talking about important business. This is the important business that the white men was talking about.
Right.
They were talking about trading. They were talking about finance. They were talking about currency and money flowing and exchanging hands and all of that stuff. So this is the type of stuff that if we're not comfortable with it, we need to do what we need to do to get comfortable with.
Right. And we're got, right. And I mean that in the Black culture, because unfortunately we don't know. When I was starting my business, like I couldn't go to my mom and be like, "Hey, mommy, how do you do set up an LLC?" Da da da.
Right.
I got that shit like this the back of my head, like you know what I'm saying, like nothing. But I didn't have the capability. And the crazy thing is that only thing you have to do is align yourself with the people who are right for you. That's another thing that I manifested. I wanted to be aligned with the correct people that can actually help me grow to the woman that I know that I want to be. I just want to be the best businesswoman that there is. Okay, like that's it. Like I want multiple properties. I want multiple hotels. I want to be the baddest businesswoman that there is. I told someone that I'm going to be a better version and a Black version of Trump, even though we don't really, you know, some people don't. And I'm gonna just tell you right now, he's avoiding taxes, and I don't care. Like.
I get what, you know, eat the meat, spit out the bones. I get where you're going with that. I was just talking to somebody we were on the live last night with Themos's live, and I was saying, he was asking about the environment and stuff. I'm like, look, I'm all for the environment. I want us, if we could have solar roadways and green everything, I would love it. But I'm also keeping my ear to that grindstone just in case, because when they start taking them ships off to Mars, I want to be on it.
Right.
I want to get my tickets.
And they're not they're not just taking any Black people, because you know they already feel
you know, I want to be in that number.
Right. I'm going. I'm out here, you know. He's like, you get in them hotels. I'm getting them hotels, okay?
Yeah. AJM says, are there risks or pitfalls you learn along the way that nobody tells you? That's a great question.
Are there risks as far as for trading?
I believe so, yes.
Or just in general? Are there
risks
that nobody tells you? Okay. Yes. When I first started, I started underneath a not so well mentor. And there was definitely things that she did not tell me. I didn't know. Like, I didn't know. She said, "Well, you could just start your account with $100 of forex." I was doing forex at the time, not binary, right? You could just start your account with $100. So I put $100 in my account, not knowing, right, that you know, there's certain pairs that I couldn't trade with that. You know, so it's like not knowing I couldn't trade with that, and she wasn't there when I was actually needed the help. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, that was like the risk and the pitfalls, and you know, that I didn't understand. And then once I got the hang of it, like of understanding the candles, it was like nothing. It comes to you like, what, like, this is what I was scared of? Get out of here.
Yeah, child, I'm trying. I can't talk about it enough, because you called me, or I called you that day when I was doing the binary training. I was like, girl, this is so easy.
I know.
I think we both were sitting there looking for something else, because we like, no, it's got to be more complicated than this. It's got to be more complicated than this.
Yeah, with binary, there's no. Yeah, that's the easiest thing in the world. Okay.
But listen, but and I say, because you said, like, if you had found it before the erotic communication, you wouldn't be here. And I catch myself thinking that, all like, oh, if I did it, but if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to be here right now telling everybody else. You know what I mean? I like to believe I would have been telling people anyway, but I feel like this particular group of people, this particular gathering, this particular resonant frequency is what needs it.
Right.
And that's why we took the road we took. And you got all the girls, the student loans that have been paid off, the houses that have been the things that have happened.
It's so crazy because it makes me so, like, I really love to see women succeed. I love seeing women succeed. Even when you was, I'm like, Kiana, if you don't go in there and do that YouTube, I'm like, I am your biggest fucking cheerleader. Like, I love seeing not even just women, I love seeing people succeed, especially us Black people. I go harder for y'all, but I love seeing people succeed, and it makes me very, very, very happy. And I do put in the energy that you need, whatever you need to be there to help you, because I used to be there.
And I want you all to thank her in the chat, because it was during my time working with her, mainly, like, I had all of my experiences working different places and stuff like that. I eventually came into saying I have a certain skill set, you know what I mean, and wanting to apply it to myself. But it was working for her, a Black woman around my age who is a sole parent to a child, that I was like, I'm a viable product. Yeah, I have a viable, skill set. I have something valuable that people want to see. People want to hear what I have to say. And in working with her and helping her craft her vision and craft her offering and selling her course and everything like that, that was where I kind of cut my teeth and said, I can do this for myself. Because eventually I told you, I was like, I realized I was hiding behind you, and I was hiding behind Ashley. I was hiding behind everybody else, because I was like, I want to help people, and they have this great thing, and I just have these skills. And I realized, like, I can do it for me too. So I want everybody to thank her for making it gel for me, that it was something that I can do, so that Level Up Single Mom could come and be a thing.
Yeah. Even when you wrote the book, I was like, you don't write that book?
Yeah. Yeah, because when I first met you, the book was just like a thought.
A thought.
It was like, oh yeah, I want to do something. I'm not sure.
Could you imagine, like, if you didn't write the book? Could you imagine if I didn't do Ho You? One, if I didn't do Ho You, I wouldn't even have met you.
Right. Yeah, because that's how we found each other on the thing, but it just would have been maybe a high, if that, because I don't really talk to people in their group.
Like, I wouldn't even have met you. I wouldn't even be where I am now. So I never shit on where I started. Mm-hmm. So when people be like, do you want to talk about that? Yeah, I was an erotic communicator. I made my money. And that's it.
You freaking did. You absolutely did. And that was amazing to see too, because it was you, and you always call yourself a fairy, but it was so true, because you were going around and blessing so many people, where they're coming back and saying, buying stores. You know what I mean? Like, branching out into different types of businesses, different modes of abundance. Like, so all around you, people were just blossoming and coming into their own. And then in the chat, in the group, when on Facebook, like in the heyday of it, people coming in every day, all the positivity and just the energy was always so high. It was amazing.
It's amazing how much. Do you have a playlist? Listen, and you can name three
must-read books.
Oh, the 4 Agreements.
I like the 4 Agreements.
Right? The 4 Agreements, Sold or Be Sold. That is that's a good book.
I know you keep telling me that, and I'm telling
you to read that book. 4 Agreements, Sold or Be Sold. And also, hold on, I have it at the top of my tongue. It's the Abraham
Hicks. Asking It Is Given.
Asking It Is Given. That was actually my first book and manifestation book, because before I only read her books, you know what I'm saying? But But I that was my first manifestation book, and then I went from there. But the thing about Abraham, it helps you change your language and realize that your
Yeah.
words that you speak are freaking spells. Don't speak nothing over. When people be like, "Oh, I'm broke," stop saying that. I don't even want you to say that around me. Don't come next to me with that nonsense. Get away from me, okay? Because you start stinking up my energy with that. I don't
Yeah,
want to hear that.
no,
Mm-mm. So
absolutely. Oh, let's see. Is there anything that we should? Oh, for your like manifestation and your just clearing out your energy and stuff like that. Like, are there any particular type of aromatherapy or
things that I
you
do.
know, candles or so? Oh, she said the playlist. Do you have a playlist of like music playlist?
Oh, music playlist. Um, no, not so much. Nope. I literally kind of listen to whatever I'm feeling, like the 888 frequencies.
Mm-hmm.
Is something that I like. I was actually just listening to 88 frequencies the other day. If something is my chakras are not aligned, I listen to whatever frequency that actually helps that chakra. I don't really have a particular one, but I know 888, that's my money, so I'm going to always go there.
um, AJM said, "Did you read the Fifth Agreement? And if so, did you like it as much as the Four Agreements?"
I did not read the Fifth Agreement, but now I'm going to.
Is Seller Be Sold by Grant Cardone?
It is.
Okay. It said Power of Intention is also a really good book.
Come through with the names because I'm gonna go for that one.
Yes, everybody, expand your library.
Phone, spirit, let me lay that down.
Okay, come on, I'm a yoga teacher. You just made my heart smile. Oh, that's good. Yep, 888 frequency. Yeah. And you know what I love? Now, this is just personally about how you have impacted me. I love that I could come to you because I didn't have anybody that I could come to when I was actually on like my expansion and spiritual awakening type of journey. I could talk to you about stuff I couldn't talk to anybody about because nobody else was on that type of level of like talking about things in that way. You know what I mean? Like people were positive and oh, it'll be all right and oh, just stay positive and this and that and the other. But you and me were talking about frequencies and we were talking about the angel numbers and we were talking about like all of that stuff where when I was going through it and experiencing it, I'm like, is this and that? And you weren't like, what? You know, like I can talk to you and you're like, oh yeah, it's like this and that and the other. Because there were times when it was scary. You know what I mean? Like it was really like what they call it, macabre, where you just kind of like it feels weird and scary and everything, but then now it's like normal.
It's normal. I remember one time, was it like last month or the month before? I'm on Audible. I love Audible for one. Okay, I love Audible. That's my thing. But I kept waking up at 4:44 in the morning. Then every time I looked at the time, it was 4:44 p.m., 4:44, like a.m. I was like, what in the hell is going on? Like, and then at first I was like, maybe I'm bugging, but then a whole week of 4:44. Just keep telling me, and I'm here and I'm listening. Just give it to me.
Yeah, definitely. And I see that for me, I think the most I'll see is between like 111 and 222. I see that the most frequently. Let's see. It says that's magic hours. She said just bought on Audible too. Everybody's buying the book. You need to get an affiliate link.
I know,
right? Get an affiliate link. Okay, so I feel like we went through everything. Was there anything else that I'll put the link one more time just to see if anybody wants to come up before we end. But if there's anything you want to share, now is the time I roll out the carpet for you.
So as far as I think what I want to share is, not to give up. There's been so many times where I would like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? Because I am really striving for greatness. I'm really striving to, because I am a mom who I solely take care of my child. I don't want to leave this earth with a GoFundMe. I don't want to leave this earth without leaving him something. What I do believe that our culture sometimes don't do, a lot of times don't do, is that we don't set our children up correctly, right? Most of us, I don't know everybody, but most of us here, we literally, our parents are, your parents are going to go, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to leave you in debt. They're going to leave you in debt, and then you're going to have to take over the house and do all this other stuff, or maybe they don't even have it's ridiculous how we don't set our generation up. And my whole thing is that even if I don't get a chance to enjoy all of the fruits of my labor in this lifetime, as long as I leave this earth and he does not have to go hard like I had to, I did my job. But it's hard when you're really trying to break generational curses. It is so hard. And sometimes you really do feel like, why the fuck I gotta do this? Like,
and not only why do I gotta do it, but why are they fighting me?
Right? Like, why are
they fighting me? I'm trying to help. I'm saving us all.
Right? Like, I really am coming to you and like, yo, come here, learn this. This is our way. This is our way. And no matter what your dream is, no matter what it is that you are goals you're trying to get to, like, don't give up. There's going to be times where you are going to cry. Some days, I wake up and I'll be like, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I doing? To the world, I am all over the place, but it really is organized chaos. Just don't give up on yourself. And a lot of times I call Quianna and I'm like, I need that push sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Get you a buddy. She's my like this buddy in this world to push me, and you do the same. Great friends are really, really, really necessary.
Most definitely. And you need people, because I feel like with you, I'm just like, you are, even though you're just like, you're my cousin and you're my friend, and I'm like, you're my mentor. You are mentoring me. I am learning from you. But she speaks to me like I am just like her, even if I don't believe it, or even if somebody asked earlier about imposter syndrome, because I got that bad, baby. Like, I have it bad, but she always speaks to me like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's us. We're the same. You know what I mean? And you need that. You need people that believe in you as much as you believe in them.
Yeah. So get that. Just don't give up. I love it.
Patty says accountability buddy. Yep.
Yes. That's perfect. Yes. You need it, and also be mindful of your circle.
Yeah.
And as you
child. That's
you gotta be mindful of your circle. If I can tell you guys anything, that first thing, and this is the second thing, be mindful of your circle. Be mindful of what you take in through these internet streets. Be mindful of the circle that you have around you. You want people who are supporting you. You want people who are not speaking negative all the time, and you want people who are growing like you. Because what happens is that they're not growing like you, they become envious. You don't like you no more. Who the hell do you think you are, right? Because you want a change in your life. You're doing things that you've never seen before, or anyone has ever seen before. You know what I'm saying? Change your circle. When Drake said your net worth, what do you say? Your
network is your net worth.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? That didn't mean dollars. That didn't mean dollars. That means who you have around you and who can help you get to the opportunity. I have a friend who already had hotels. I called her on the phone and said, yo, tell me about this.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also had information she wanted. So there you go.
Yeah, because if you're having these, you're learning all this stuff. but you're not getting the opportunity to talk about this stuff. You're not getting the opportunity to bounce ideas off each other. You're not getting the opportunity to say, okay, I have this piece of the puzzle and you have this piece of the puzzle, and then together we meet this person, they have this piece of the puzzle. Like, where you want to go with it? And my aunt would always say, she was like, you got to make sure you're not the smartest person in the room.
Somebody told me that when I was in my early 20s, and it has stuck with me forever. I want to answer this question. Have you had to cut off people due to your growth? Yes. And it can sometimes be very lonely. It could be, but you know, I just, that's what the universe wanted. That's what my ancestors wanted. They wanted me, you know, to be aligned with people. And I wrote that in my book. When I tell you my writing skills is powerful, I wrote it in my book.
I didn't even write it. I just was like, you know, doing my manifestation, doing my meditation and stuff like that. And I remember saying to myself, like, you know, just show me what I need to know to get to the next level. And the next thing I know, people were dropping like flies. I was just like, they were just poof, gone.
When I tell you, my ancestors let me see people for who they were. And the crazy thing is that sometimes it's the people that are super, super close to you that you don't even know. And did that bring a lot of tears? If you guys saw the episode of Insecure, when she had to break up with her friend, people don't talk about that hurt, that breakup enough. Because I had a lot of those. Remember that one year? I had a lot of those breakups.
That's why I said, like, it's some stories, child, and not just like regular, oh, you know, we stopped talking crazy stuff, stalker stuff, you know, just what's it, single white female type stuff. Like, it was just once. I'll be honest with you, I kind of was like scared for a while of trying to put myself out there too, after seeing like up close the way that when you're shining so brightly and you have such a big, you know, reach, and people were, because people, for every, let's say 100 people that were coming to you and just like, oh my God, I love your energy, I love you, I just want to, you know, learn from you and this and that and the other, just on the up and up, there was one person that would come trying to steal your business model. One person coming lying about their whole entire life and like just getting right up under you. And you know what I mean? Like, it was just weird, crazy stuff.
It was insane. And it hurt. It hurt. You know what I'm saying? You know, remember the one girl who tried to steal my business model, but she didn't know my lawyers are deep.
That was the funniest. So the girl, you know, her business is Whole University. What was her? Whole Academy?
Whole Academy.
She decided to have a Whole Academy, right? This one here on the screen, where am I pointing? This one decides she's going to go. She got the trademark to Whole Academy. She bought the domain. She did, you know, because like I said, my sister's about business. She's not just about ideas. She's about business. So she actually went and got paperwork on this girl trying to usurp her business. So now she couldn't even use the Whole Academy, and she wound up opening a whole little secondary branch of Whole University, because that was when, so Whole University was the women being phone sex operators under themselves, and you know, they were their own business or whatever. She wound up turning Whole Academy into people can come underneath her and basically be her employee, so she got a cut of the money that they were like, I was just like,
you know, mind you, this was one of the same girls that actually asked me for help, but know, whatever, you know, but like I said, a lot of this stuff, it hurts. And the more you grow, the more growing pains you have. And I just kind of had to see it for what it was. Now I have new friends. I have new friends that speak the same way that I speak, that's into the same thing that I am into, that's investing the way I am investing. And we are moving the fucking world. And that's just it.
And that's just it.
Yeah, how are you gonna do that to your friend?
Oh, is that forgivable under the PPP? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. He's like, he always making these type of jokes. So yeah, if we don't have any, yes, Erica is loving it, speaking the same language. Yes, girl. So if we don't have any more questions, if there's not anybody that wants to come up or anything, I'm going to go ahead and let my good sis go.
Make
I
sure you guys follow me.
Yes, make sure you follow her on Instagram. She is the Filthy Rich Fairy, not the Filthy Rich Fairy. She's just Filthy Rich Fairy on Instagram and on TikTok too, right?
Yes, on TikTok, I'm Filthy Rich Fairy also on TikTok.
Yeah, so you can find her there, and anything that she comes up with, because it's always something new, you'll be able to keep up with it there. And you better keep up with it, because like I said, she go from one thing to the next thing to the next thing. But she said she followed you and DM'd you already. I know that's right.
Okay, cool. I'm with it.
Yeah, so with that, I want to thank you guys for joining me for this week's Woman Chat Wednesday / birth your bag / just hang out session. LB says I had a nasty end with the mentor. I had to send my good sis a cease and desist. Oh my gosh. And Tiffany's is going to be following you too. Okay, good.
Thank you so much. I love cease and desist letters.
You said what?
I love cease and desist letters.
Yes, a good cease and desist. Mwah. You're welcome, Erica. You know, this is what I do. This is what I try to just enrich us, because we all need this, and we coming up on some interesting times. So we definitely need this now more than ever. So everybody get with Filthy Rich Fairy on Instagram and TikTok. And her name is Dr. Celeste Bennerson. Also, if you need some sex therapy, who's a doctor? A doctor.
I am a doctor.
So let the good doctor hook you up. You know. So I will see you. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
I'm going to play the outro. You stay on. Don't go anywhere. It's taking forever.